actually show the footage of the people who run Bluesky and that meeting that was recorded and leaked then online. Well, a big part of the new liberal protest or whatever of the Donald Trump administration and all the people that are associated with it is there's actually this new Twitter, this new X, this new Facebook. It's called Bluesky. And it's where basically all the people on the left are congregating because they don't want to support Elon Musk anymore because he's apparently, all these things that they like to label Donald Trump as. And all our favorites have congregated over onto Bluesky. Now, most of what they're doing over there is just, they have their set list of talking points that they need to make sure that they were tweeting out at all times. That they needed to make sure they posted about at a somewhat regular basis every time a certain topic came out. It's always sort of the same sentence, like this one, for example, from JoJo from Jurors, everyone's favorite, totally, definitely not paid by the DNC social media influencer. Maybe someday women in America will have as many rights as guns do. Again, just the typical, scripted, laid out, very basic talking point that they had here. And then there's Rob Reiner, who... he had to talk about, all the angry white people and angry Trump supporters and hateful people over on Twitter. You just couldn't take it anymore. All the abuse and hate from Twitter has now spewed over to here. There seems to be no point anymore. And that's because people figured it out, Rob. People saw this happening and now they're over there trolling the hell out of you guys. Now, one thing that I found very interesting is that apparently we actually have footage of the people at Bluesky, like in the corporate head office. They actually had a recording of one of the meetings that they had recently surrounding the election. And so let's actually show the footage of the people who run Bluesky and that meeting that was recorded and leaked then online.
First of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. Okay, is there a speaker against name, chapter, pronouns?
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Quick point of privilege once again. Hi, James Jackson, Sacramento DSA, he, him. I have already asked people to be mindful of the chatter of their comrades who are sensitive to sensory overload, and that goes double for the heckling and the hissing. It is also triggering to my anxiety.
We don't want to put people in stressful situations that they don't consent to, right? And there are right-wing infiltrators who are trying to get in here, but it's going to be really traumatic for people if we're not making an affirmative effort to de-escalate each other and de-escalate ourselves, right? Take a deep breath. And feel better before you say anything. Don't talk to cops. Don't talk to MAGA assholes. We're almost there. Just but thank you.
Now, in all seriousness, I know. Silly me. I know. I kid with them. And, their safe space is being oh so violated now. Now, here's the problem with this created safe space is that it does get dark and serious now. We had a little bit of fun earlier, JoJo from Jurors and Rob Reiner and the people that run the place. But one of the biggest issues that has been appearing on Bluesky over the last month in particular has been the map presence. And I'm not talking about topical maps of the United States of America. I'm not talking about electoral maps. I'm talking about maps as in the term now being used for, diddlers. For diddlers. Minor attracted peoples, or, like normal people say, P2Ps. Try not to get this video banned. You know how YouTube gets. You've seen the most recent videos that I've posted. Definitely not shutting this kind of stuff down on their platform so people can't get some information. But some of the posts here are just, they're really disgusting. And, we have to bring them up. We have to show you guys what's going on here. There's the mapunion.org. Maps have a proud history of left-wing organizing, and left-wing organizations have a proud history of supporting marginalized people, including Maps, until it became a taboo. I'm sorry, I thought it was always a taboo. I think taboo is actually sugarcoating it quite significantly for you guys, calling your mental depravity simply just taboo. You know, it's taboo. It's like bondage. It's taboo. No, it's not. It's gross, and it shouldn't exist. It shouldn't be allowed to live harmoniously within society. It's just, I don't know anyone who's going to comment on this video that's going to disagree with that. Now you got people here saying, MAP. In other words, thank you. This is a well-known acronym to normalize their proclivities. I can actually believe they felt comfortable posting this on Bluesky because Bluesky was purportedly established to be a safe space for the left, especially the far left. And it's true. They actually admit it right there. They have a proud history of left-wing organizing. They're the ones that have embraced, along with the Catholic Church, have embraced these people. And then there's just, this is another example of posts here. It warms my effing heart to see more and more people advocating for MAP rights. So many people misunderstand us. It's so nice to know that there are people out there who are open-minded and are willing to listen. And this has 11 reposts, whatever Bluesky calls it, reskies, and 36 likes. So there's a lot of people out there apparently that are into this stuff. And then there's another one. The person who made that post is a zoophile. At what age do you propose introducing children to zoophilia? This person said, I don't know, probably whatever age they could be reasonably expected to understand the concept. Probably when we explain that other common paraphilias. Children who are educated can both A, report these situations to relevant adults, B, seek the help they might need if they feel urges themselves. Trans cat girls for I don't know what is. It's not a good place to be, folks. It's a really there's a lot to take the piss out of with this platform and how people just sort of ran to it. It's very obvious that it's got a lot of bots on it. It's just a completely bot-ridden platform as well, I guess, to manufacture some type of popularity within the algorithms of like Google searches and all that kind of stuff. I'm not so sure how social media sites find themselves at the top of Google searches, for example. I would assume it's based upon how much traffic they get, how many users they have, and that all gets taken into account. I could be wrong. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong at that. But there was just very obvious instances of it that people were pointing out showing here. The seriousness of it is that when you have these types of spaces that are linked to a certain political ideology and these things go unchecked, it does create the perception that everyone is like this. Now, I'm not going to come on here and in any serious nature say that I believe that people who voted for Kamala Harris are in favor of MAPs. I think that that's very unfair to say. A lot of people that voted for Kamala Harris simply just feel like there are certain liberal political policies that they just align with, no matter how contradictory they are to their anti-authoritarian outward expressions that they have, particularly towards Trump, who in comparison is actually less authoritarian in his policies. But this is also the same issue that a lot of trans people and a lot of trans activists have ran into as well when it comes to not being willing to separate the predatory fringe of that group, of that identification that sort of took over the conversations and took over the narratives for sports and bathrooms. They just refuse to separate themselves from those people. And then so it really just makes them all look that way. And rather than acknowledging that it's a real thing and that those people should not be part of the conversation, that they're kind of ruining things for everybody, they just simply pretend like it doesn't exist. And I think that unfortunately, this Bluesky platform is going to fall under that same umbrella of people just being completely unwilling to separate themselves from the very obvious bad actors that they have on their side of the political aisle and the political conversation. And that's a real shame, because I don't think that everything that a liberal believes is wrong. I don't even, in a lot of ways, it's like the new Republican Party, the Trump Party, it's not even Republicans. It's conservatives, but then it's also just disenfranchised liberals who have taken real old school liberal policies that are now just simply more identifiable with what conservatives are trying to do policy wise. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about this Bluesky place. Talk about some funny instances that you've seen on their platform that's been posted. Libs of Bluesky. Just, we got libs of TikTok. Now we got libs of Bluesky. It's awesome. For the most part, when it's not like, child related stuff. When it's people like JoJo from Jers and Rob Reiner just getting lambasted for being just, following their scripts and just making sure it gets out there. That JoJo from Jers one, man, that blows my mind. It's like, we know that's what you think. You've posted that like on every platform, and you just had to make sure that it was searchable on that platform for you, so then that way they can kick that algorithm in and shoot it right to the top. People can repost it and all that stuff every time the abortion topic comes up. But let me know what you guys think about this new platform, Bluesky, in the comment section below, and I will see you guys with the next video next time.